The 85th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is happening right now. It's the largest motorcycle rally in the entire world, held annually in the Black Hills and Sturgis, South Dakota. Concerts, races, rides, so much more make up this 10-day-long affair. And here to give us a live, closer look at this milestone celebration is our very good friend and transportation expert, Mike Caudill. Thanks for being here, Mike. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm fantastic. Living the dream, baby.
Yeah, this is a big one. It's been going on since 1938, and a lot of that growth really caters to the fans and maybe people seeking to do things just beyond motorcycles. So before we jump into it, what's the vibe like out there?
Well, you know what? You're totally right. We're thinking about the 85th annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Think about 750,000 people taking over this small little town. I mean, that'll give you an idea of what the size and magnitude is of this rally. Now, this is the largest motorcycle rally in the world. And I think what makes this year different than any other year is the diversity, right? So I'll slide out of the way. This is the Jack Pine Gypsies, and this is their racetrack. This actually ties back into the original rally. So in 1937, the Jack Pine Gypsies Motorcycle Club started. And in the 60s, they wanted to race, and they wanted to do it on dirt. So that kind of kicked off what we see now is American flat track racing around the country. Now, a lot of news happening here, and I'll show you a variety of different bikes. One of the big themes is all about customization, right? This is a 2021 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. And a lot of consumers are riding this bike out on the open road. They're heading up to, you know, the various monuments, and that's what makes it special. Now, this one, you think about having fun, right, on your motorcycle. This one's got kicker speakers that just are blasting. So, you know, you think about Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. I miss him.
Yeah.
This is what I'd be listening to, and this is the kind of bike that I would be riding. Here's the modern version in 2025, and this one's called a CVO, which stands for Custom Vehicle Operations from Harley-Davidson. This one's at $45,000, limited edition, but it's also a road glide. This starts at about $27,000, but if you want the souped-up version, this is the one that you're going to look at. I rode this out on the open highways here, and it was a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, I talked about diversity at the beginning. One of the fastest growing segments in the motorcycle industry are dual sport motorcycles, meaning on-road and off-road. I have a BMW at home. This is the new Harley-Davidson Pan America. They are getting into the off-road market with this motorcycle. They've been at it for the past few years. I had a chance to ride this for the first time yesterday, and I can tell you right now, with America 250 coming up next year, riding across the country, I'm coming to Indy on one of these bikes. It starts about $20,000. And I'll just close it out with this. I was talking about racing.
Yeah.
This is the official winning race motorcycle piloted by Brandon Robinson. He won on Tuesday night on this bike. He's going to be out here on this modified track for tonight's finale with American Flat Track Racing. And I'll close it out with this and a little bit of sound. I always tell everybody, I know in South Dakota, you don't have to wear a helmet. I cracked my skull open without wearing a helmet. Department of Transportation certification. This is my bougie Arai helmet that will protect my noggin when I'm out riding. And I know when we were in Indy for the 500, I was out on the racetrack hearing the sounds. You got to hear the sounds of this right here.
Oh.
This thing is just all about that energy. There's a lot of fun. Concerts, as you said. There's rally riding. There's all kinds of things happening. There's food downtown. It's a lot of fun.
One of the things I love, you just showed us 4 different bikes, and that's not even like the tip of the iceberg on what you're going to see there over these 10 days. I mean, if you name it, it's probably going to find its way there in South Dakota. How cool is that for you to see people of all different backgrounds and everything finding something that fits their lifestyle and still being a part of that community?
As an enthusiast, the number one question I get asked is, what do you love the most about Sturgis? And it's going to sound funny when I say it, but it's the history. I met a guy out on the road when I was riding at a little diner just north of here in a little town called Spearfish. And he walked in. He had the jeans on that he bought in 1971. He's been coming to Sturgis for 50 years. I mean, there were more holes in his pants in that jacket. You know, I just couldn't believe. So it's the history, but the camaraderie, right? We're all celebrating 2 wheels when we're here at Sturgis. And I think that's it. I'll share something funny, and you'll appreciate this. They did a research experiment a few years ago at Sturgis to find out what most people do. Everyone's got bandanas on. They got handlebars. There's some guys over here with some handlebars on. The majority of people here, insurance agents.
Really?
Nice. Everyone's nice, man. This is a fun place to be. And Sturgis brings out the best in what the motorcycle industry offers.
Well, we certainly appreciate you taking time to chat with us about it, Mike. It's always a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you back here in Indy soon, okay?
Thanks, brother.
Awesome. Take care.